This is the Canadian fire starter. I'm going to do a little demonstration here how you can reuse these and get your fire going. It's always a hassle to get your fire going, and also all the stuff that you gather up, you know, it takes a bit of time. It's time consuming, but these, no effort. So I'll give you a demonstration here to see how well they work, and then we'll go from there. So I already got the stove filled up here. We got some hardwood kindling. We got a couple pieces of plywood. We got a little bit of old paper for recycling, cardboard and stuff like that. And then we got a nice row of cups here. Let's put the torch to it. I'll light it in a couple spots instead of just one. I'm lighting it down near the bottom so that the flame rises and it catches the rest of it. Now why these work is because there's a little bit of wax in them, so the wax helps them burn. It helps them keep a consistent burn. You can see how much flame is coming off of that already. And in no time, this is going to be going like crazy. I've got how many cups in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And look at that. You can't beat that. Before you know it, it's ready to go. You can get back to what you're doing. When I'm in the firewood business, I actually sell kindling, and so I do get this stuff that builds up. So I usually don't have a problem, but I don't like getting high off my own supply, so all the kindling that I produce, I bag up. So when you're splitting with your machine or with your axe, you can you get all this chaff that comes off of the machine, and instead of having to deal with that in a garbage pile or having to burn it, you can just use some of this chaff and you can lower the amount of garbage. As you can see, it's all the same slivers, and they just bag up. There's maybe a couple pieces that are three-dimensional, but not very many. I try to keep them as thin as possible so that they can light better. And when it's thin, it's just going to burn quicker for you. Look at that fire. You can't beat that. That's going now. Right? All the cups are gone. So I'm going to put a few pieces of wood in there. It's a cold day in January today. So just trying to take the edge off of it in here with that cold snap that came in. And keep it not necessarily warm in here all the time, but comfortable. So when you come in here, it's not bone chilling, and then, you know, maybe you can get away for a day or two without having to light the stove. Let me put one more piece in there. A little bit of black locust, a little bit of mulberry, a little bit of red oak. I'll close my damper here, and then the stove is good to go. So keep that in mind for future. Use some coffee cups to start your fire.